All right.
Anywho,
Anywho,
sorry.
welcome back to the Clown Cafe. On the menu this week for you, we have some spooky ghost stories.
Ooh,
Ooh, so
spooky.
gather around the campfire, grab your graham crackers and your marshmallows and your Hershey's chocolate, and let's go.
Dude, that sounds so fire.
A s'more sounds so good.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, well, we're going to be telling our own personal ghost stories as well as reading some submissions from some of you guys. So,
I'm excited.
hope
I
you
haven't read
guys enjoy
yeah.
this because this was a very random episode idea that we had.
Last minute, to
Yeah,
be honest, but I'm really excited.
I am too. It's different. I like switching it up a little, not just, oh, we watched a movie, let's tell you about it.
Yeah.
The last few
Hee
episodes we've done have all been kind of just, all right, let's just sit down and chat.
Pretty much. Get to know your hosts
And
is
this is
what our
honestly
last episodes were.
yeah, this is my favorite kind of episode. My ADHD appreciates it greatly.
Oh, for real.
So does Hannah's.
Yeah.
Not having to stay on a specific topic, yeah, we love that.
For
I mean, we do
real.
kind of have to stay on a specific topic with this one, but we're not like trying to go in chronological order and tell you guys about something. So we're just gonna start telling you some random stories from throughout our lives. I
Who's
think I
gonna go
said
first?
lives. I meant to say lives with a
Live.
V. Lives. So I'll let Miss Batty kick us off.
Alright. Well, I guess
Me and Hannah didn't write down shit, by the way, so
no, like, I've told my stories multiple times, so I mean, I know them. It's just if I blank for a
it's the
second.
ADHD guys.
Yeah, it's not that I'm fibbing, it's the fact that my brain started thinking about something else while I was trying to talk, and it
Right.
happens a lot, so don't judge me. But
Some of mine
anyways,
also aren't my own personal stories, I should add. They're stories that I've been told by, like, my father and people in my family about a specific location, in my family. So,
I I also am not gonna name drop, where I grew up because I don't wanna do that, but to start it off, I am gonna say sorry, I'm, like, looking at my nails and it's distracting me. I'll lock it. Um, where I grew up is, like, a super small town up in the mountains, and a humongous chunk of the houses were built over ancient burial grounds. So, that's fucking smart, right? Lovely. But anyways, so a lot of the houses in that general area where I lived did have some activity. My dumbass is the one that spiked it the fuck up in my house where I lived. Um, but
were you,
and then
like, doing seances and
well,
using Ouija
okay,
boards and shit?
trauma dump time, I guess, because it's part of the story. I lost 2 people super close to me, like, within 2 months. They both passed away, and I was like, "Fuck, I feel so, like, lonely and sad without them," and I've seen so many fucking movies where, yes, you can play Ouija boards, to talk to them, so in my head, I'm like, "Oh, well, let me just do that. I'm just gonna do that. What could go wrong? Nothing could go wrong." So I made this bum ass fucking out of cardboard with like a marker, just handmade Ouija board. Didn't do anything, okay? Nothing really happened when I did the Ouija board. And I was pissed off and I was like, why the
So
fuck?
hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm, like, playing with this stretchy thing over here, and I just hung it up, and it looks like a it does not look appropriate. I'm sorry. I just saw it dangling in the camera. Okay, back to Hannah's homemade Ouija board. I'm sorry I had to interrupt.
I'm so glad that, like, I'm trying to focus, so I'm looking, like, at myself and down and not you because
'Cause
I
you
would've
would've
started
started
dying.
laughing.
I would've been like, "What is that thing dangling right there?"
It was just hanging. I was like, that looks like a little it looks like something.
It's a
Okay.
little wormy.
Yeah, it is
Ugh.
a worm. Alright, back to Hannah's homemade Ouija board. I'm so sorry.
Ah, anywho, save that for when you come over to my place, okay? Okay.
Hey. Oh, I did it again.
Anywho,
I did it again.
uh, oops, I did it again. I forgot who said that we sang good on the last podcast, but
Oh my god,
here.
thank you so much. I cannot sing.
Anyways, alright, so I made this cheapy ass fucking Ouija board, did it at 3 in the morning, had, nothing but candles all
Oh
around,
god.
thinking, "Alright, like, this is really gonna work. I am gonna talk to them. It's gonna work." I've seen it happen in movies before, okay? Nothing happened. I was like, "Okay, fuck this. I'm pissed off, like, whatever." I threw out the fucking Ouija board and the trash came the next day, right? Picked it up. I know I picked it up because who the fuck would have taken it out of like the trash? Anyways, I know you're questioning probably why I'm saying that. But anyways, so like a week later, I'm cleaning my room and I find it behind my dresser. And I was like, how the fuck did that get there? For one, I didn't tell my parents about this because they would have whooped my booty. Okay. Me trying to summon ghosts in the house. Yeah, my mom would have flipped the fuck out because she's
Oh,
very
yeah, you're
religious.
super religious. I
She's
I was gonna say,
very.
what if they were just playing a prank on you and they put it there because they saw you did it and were
See,
trying to scare you?
and that's what all like the people that I've told the story to too. Like they're like, well, they probably were just fucking with you. Your stepdad fucked with
But
you
your
all the
mom woulda
time. No,
your
because
mom
my mom
probably
would have
would've beat your ass for real.
My mom would have beat my ass for trying to summon anything in her house, okay? I wasn't even allowed to watch horror movies. So, yeah, she would have flipped. So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna rule that out because I know she wouldn't fuck with me in that way. She would get mad."
Right,
I would have heard about it. Didn't hear anything about it. So I was like, "Okay, that's just fucking weird. Whatever. It's fine." Didn't really think much about it. One day my friend came over and we were hanging out and she was like, "Hey, so hope you don't mind, but I brought a Ouija board." And she brought like an actual Ouija board. And I was like, I'll name drop her because who cares? I was like, "Oh, okay, Destiny. Like, fuck it. Let's try it." So it was like the middle of the day and my parents weren't home. So we like closed all the blinds and I don't know why I thought this was a smart idea. Okay. And I know people are going to try to debunk this. I don't give a fuck what you think. Go ahead. We stacked up 2 chairs, right, in front of the windows. There was, like, 4 windows on each side, or 2 windows on each side made 4 in total, so we stacked up our kitchen chairs in front of the windows, closed the blinds. We're like, "Alright, we're making sure nothing can, like, get out of the house when we summon it," just blocking everything off. Well, we're talking, just asking it stupid questions. It's not moving on the board or anything. And we're like, well, this is fucking stupid. And then all of a sudden, like, kind of just like a whiff of coldness, like, it goes in front of us and the candles go off and the fucking chairs fall. So we were both like, whoa,
what the
like,
fuck?
how? Like, how the fuck did that happen? So we were tripping the fuck out. Mind you, we're like 14, 13. We were young. So we were like, okay, that was scary as shit. Ain't no way that just happened. She got so scared and she left that shit at my house though. She took off. She called her mom and was like, "Mom, pick me up. I ain't doing this no more." So she left. She left that shit at my house and I kept it for a while. I feel like me keeping it is probably why some of the other stories I'll tell later
Probably.
probably be-
Probably.
because yeah, anyways, I don't wanna get into the other stories yet, but that's one of them. My first Ouija board experience. It never actually worked. No, it didn't move. It didn't say its name or nothing, but you felt that energy, and those chairs got knocked down. okay? And I
Yeah.
know people are gonna say, "Oh, well, you probably didn't stack them right." For all of them to simultaneously
Simultaneously?
s that word. For all of them to do that at one fucking time and the candles come out, you're telling me, like, no. We didn't have the windows open, the AC was not on, there was no way a gust of wind would have been able to, like, come
Knock
in
'em over.
the house and knock him over or nothing, you know? I didn't have my dog inside, my dog was outside, didn't have cats, nobody was home except me and Destiny. We both felt it, we both saw it, we both witnessed it. It was scary. And that was
S
the first
some
ever
scurry shit.
paranormal thing I had happen to me at, like, 13. I was like, "Oh my god, I don't like this." But then I kinda do. 'Cause I
Yeah.
kept trying. Anyways, your turn.
Hannah's just gonna keep trying to summon the ghost. She's gonna keep attempting.
And do.
No, I'm not playing with a Ouija board with you whenever I come stay with you. I've never touched a Ouija board, and I am not starting now, okay?
I actually have one.
You told me, I think. 'Cause I said I
I've
wasn't gonna play with a Ouija board, and I think you were like, "Well, I have this, Ouija board in my house, this da 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 da," and I was like, "I'm not playing with a Ouija board."
You don't wanna summon demons with me? Come on.
Let's summon demons together. I've got enough ghosts already. I don't wanna bring any home with me. I have
Honestly,
enough.
the real, real.
Hannah's ghost and my ghost started acting up before this episode, by the way.
No, for real.
My ghosts have been very inactive lately, like, they haven't really been doing anything, m but if you mention them, if you talk about them at all or talking about any experience, they start, doing things.
They're like,
So,
"Hey."
I knew if we did this episode that my ghosts were gonna start acting up, and they probably will, but this door to the room I'm in, I was walking in to sit down, and then it just started going and started closing, and I was like,
It's like,
"The fuck?"
"Okay,
I was like,
time."
"Okay, I get it." I turned around and I went, "Oh my god, if you're gonna close the door, at least close it all the way."
They wanted front row seats for you when you're gonna talk about them. They're like,
Exactly.
"Okay, you wanna talk tea? Let's talk tea."
But I have to turn around and I talked to them, I'm like, I said, "If you're gonna close the door, at least close it all the way. Damn." And then I went and closed the door all the way, cause
They're half-assing it.
don't half-ass it. If you're gonna close the door, close it.
For real.
Slam it, I don't care.
Nah, slamming doors is scary. That
And
is
then
scary.
Hannah's s
It
stuff's being knocked off her counters, not by her cats.
and then yesterday, a fucking my daughter's doll got, like, tossed across the living room. I was like, "Okay."
She said, they know.
Guess we're playing. Yeah, no, they know.
They know. Uh, uh, I guess, I'll tell one of my stories. I'm trying to decide if I wanna tell, like I'm kinda trying to go in chronological order.
That's what I'm doing. That's why my first story was kinda, like, shitty. It gets
Yeah.
way better, I swear.
I'll tell one of
But
my dad's stories first. I kinda have to give a little bit of backstory. I hope that none of my family watches this because they're probably gonna think that I'm talking bad about one of my family members, and I'm not. But there's always been, this kinda my dad's sister is a bit troubled and always
What's the trouble
has
child?
been a bit troubled, and whenever she was born, they said that things started to get very weird. They have there have been jokes made about my dad's sister being the literal spawn of Satan because nothing, they didn't experience any weird shit until she was born. Like, I don't remember the full story. Something about, like her and her crib, uh, some weird shit. Anyways, she seemed to really just bring in this paranormal energy that they hadn't experienced before, and then once she was born, things just really hit the fan. Uh, one time my grandmother was in her bed, asleep, next to her husband, and she says that she rolled over in the middle of the night. It was around, like, 3 o'clock in the morning, and she said she rolled over, and there's just a man standing there by the bed, and she said it was, like, the most handsome, beautiful man she had ever seen in her entire life,
Hey.
and he was, like, trying to seduce her, and then slowly his face just turned, like, demonic, creepy, like, freaked her the fuck out, and, like, she wasn't dreaming, like, wide ass awake, and she said and then it just, like, disappeared.
Oh, I would sob.
Yeah, yeah, I would
Hell
too.
no. Hell
That's
no. Poor
yeah,
Grammy.
yeah, and this was, like, when my dad was younger, probably in I don't know if he was in high school or not, but that was
Oh,
one that just always gets me.
I was gonna say you're freaking I'm so your grandma's gonna have a goddamn heart attack, man, but she was younger. Still,
Yeah,
shit,
nah,
that's scary.
her house I have so many stories about her house specifically because it so much freaky shit happened there, and I could feel it when I was a kid. I was always so scared there, and I never understood why. I just thought like, "Oh, I'm a kid, like, I'm scared of the dark, whatever, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah," but I just got such bad vibes in that house,
you
like,
can
from the
feel
time
the energy.
when I was little, like, I was terrified. I was terrified to go upstairs, like, I was terrified to leave my room and go to the bathroom at night. There were so many things that I was terrified,
Yeah,
and I never understood why. I just rubbed it off, like, brushed it off like, "Oh, it's because 'cause I'm a kid and I'm scared of the
yeah.
dark and everything scares me, whatever." And then I got older and my dad started telling me all these stories and I was like, "Oh,
Like,
okay, it
"Oh,
checks out. It checks out because yeah, the vibes here are bad."
does she still live there?"
Uh, I think my dad's brother and his wife live there currently. She's no longer here. She passed
Mm,
away a few years ago. But I think they still live there in her trailer, and it's,
they're
probably s
ballsy.
yeah, I would not be staying there
No,
at
I
all.
would not either. I'd have been like, "Yeah,
Like, "No,
let's
I'm good."
sell it."
Yeah, yeah. But, the stuff about my dad's sister will come back into play later because 'cause they've always said that anywhere she goes, they go.
That's what
So,
my parents used to s that's what my mom used to say about me once she found out all that shit. She was like, "So, that's why every single house we went to was always so negative." Like,
I
"Girlie,
mean,
no, I'm pretty sure it's your husband, but that's another
probably,
story."
probably. But, I mean, it makes sense
They do
because
feed off negative
they
energy, so
they do also latch on to people, allegedly, and follow you
yeah.
to different
Mm.
places, so that makes a lot of sense because things could be completely normal, and then people be like, "Oh, then my aunt would go there," and shit would start getting freaky.
No, for real, it's true. It's crazy. But, uh, okay, I guess I'm, like, trying to think of which one I wanna tell next. I guess let's fast forward to when I was, like, 16, and I had a best friend named Andrea, and she introduced me to, like, horror and metal music and stuff and formed me into who I am today pretty much, to be honest. But anyways, so one day I was talking to her on the phone. It was late as shit at night. I don't even know how late it was to be honest. But we're talking on the phone. I had my window open and I used to like sneak out my window to go and smoke a cigarette, you know? And so I always had it
Real.
like
So
um,
real.
I always had it like just cracked open the slightest because when I would open it, it made a really loud squeak noise. So I didn't want to wake up my
Mhm.
mom. So I just left it pre-creaked, you know? Well, one night I'm laying on my bed talking on the phone with her, just watching fucking Nickelodeon, whatever. And
Real. Was it Nick at Night?
yes.
Were you watching Degrassi?
I honestly don't remember what it was, and I wish I did because I just was so scared in that moment, like, everything else kinda just I've forgotten about. I just know it was Nickelodeon because that's all I ever watched on my TV, like, my
S
parents blocked out all the other channels except for Disney and, like,
and Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, so anyways, I was gonna ask a question, but, I know now I have to because it's gonna bother me. It was didn't Nickelodeon used to turn not, like, Nick at Night, but, like, Adult Swim, like, after
Cartoon Network.
everything, it was okay, it was Cartoon Network. I also
Mhm.
had that then too, because I would stay up late at night just to watch Robot Chicken, because it would come on Adult Swim.
I would stay up at my friend's house, and we would watch Family Guy because I wasn't allowed to watch it at my
Yes,
house
I like
because
Family Guy
they were
too.
like, my dad's or they were like, "You can't watch this," because I think they wouldn't let me watch it because the director or not the director, or maybe the director, I don't know, whoever the
Like the
show
writer?
creator, I can't remember what his name
Mhm.
is, but he's an atheist, and they wouldn't let me watch it, so not I don't think it was because
Boo.
it was inappropriate, they were just like, "Oh, he's an atheist," and they wouldn't let me watch it, and I was like, "That's the dumbest fucking reason ever," but okay.
Honestly,
And it's funny because neither of my parents are, like, religious at all now.
oh, my mom still is. Literally for my daughter's freaking birthday, she got her Bible books, and I was like,
Yeah, no,
"Thanks."
neither my dad's kinda religious, but my mom's not at all religious, so
Mm. My stepdad was not religious either, neither was my dad, but my mom was
super
psycho.
hardcore.
But okay, anyway, so back to the story with my friend Andrea, and my little window. So my window was creaked open just a little bit, and I was talking on the phone with her, and it, like, creaks open all the way. So I'm like, "Okay, that's weird," but it's really fucking windy and it where I almost name dropped where I lived. Whew, good thing I caught that. It was really windy where I grew up, like, I mean, we got feet of fucking snow, constant
Mhm,
rain, winds all the time, like, the weather was crazy. So, I really was like, "Okay, it's the wind," because I did have my window open, whatever, thought nothing of it. Did it again, and I was like, "Well, that's kinda fucking weird." So, I go and I close it all the way, and the second that I, like, close it and lock it, I see someone standing out my window. So, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, that's actually really fucking creepy. There's probably someone trying to break into our house, which is a little unlikely because, like, the houses are really spread apart, like, you have,
mhm,
like, feet of, like, thousands of acres of land, like, there's not your neighbors are not as close as you think, but anywhere as normal places, but,
mhm.
so the likeliness of someone trying to break plus it's a gated community, so the likeliness of someone breaking in is not real, but still, I was young, I was scared, I was like, "Yep, fuck this, gonna go get my mom," because that's what kids do when they're scared, they go and get their mom. So, I ran to my mom's room and I was like, "Mom, you need to get the fuck in my room because somebody is trying to break in." And so she came in, she looks out the window, she's like, "There's nothing here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you need to go to bed. I don't even know why you're awake, yelling at me. It's a school night. Get your ass to fucking bed."
Typical.
So I was like, "Okay, fine, fuck, sorry." Got
Every
off the
mom in
phone.
every horror movie ever. "Oh my god, go to bed, stop. You're
I know,
being dramatic."
I sound like I'm just making up a horror movie right now,
Literally.
but she tells me, "Just go to sleep, get off the phone with your friend. You're not even supposed to be awake right now. Like, you need to go to bed." I was like, "Alright, fine, whatever." So, she's walking back to her room, and I'm walking with her, and she sees. She fucking denies it to this day. Oh, it makes me so mad because 'cause I'm like, "Girl, you saw that shit with me." Same figure was standing outside, because we used to have a glass, like, front door, right?
Mhm.
So you could
Oh, I hate
see
those.
in and out. Yeah, I
My
didn't
mom
like that,
has one of
like,
those in her
either.
house.
Like, my heart is racing because like, just thinking about it is so scary. I don't like windows.
We do
I
too,
don't
but it's like
ugh.
ours is just like the little window, like in our den door, and it's
Yeah.
frosted glass, so
Ugh, that's still
but that's
creepy, I don't
also
like
creepy because
it.
then when you look out the window, it's, like, all
It's just a
blurry.
yeah, all you see is just a shape, like
Yeah, it's weird.
no.
I don't like it.
Well, we both I was like, "Mom, like, look, they're, like, out our front fucking door, like, somebody is actually trying to break in, like, that's like, you see it." And so we both, like, go up, like, kinda like I don't it's hard to explain the way that my house is, but there's this random fucking wall that, like, separates to where the hallway is gonna go, so, like, you can
Mhm.
kinda, like, peek around it to look out the front
Yeah.
door
I
without
know what
people
you mean.
actually seeing you, you know?
Yeah.
So, we peek and we're looking, and that it was not a person because their face was just, like, black and sunken in, their eyes were, like, glowing, and
Ugh.
it was they just looked like they were, like, burnt, like, that's the only way I can explain it, they looked like their body got burnt and they were just black and, like, ashy, like, I don't know how else to explain it, and it was just weird, like, so we both saw it, we both freaked the fuck out. She I don't I'm telling you, she denies it to this day because she's paranoid and she doesn't wanna believe in demons and stuff like that, but no, the
I don't think
energy
you
that
can be
you
religious and not
felt,
believe in that kind of stuff. I like,
she's
how are you
scared
I don't
she's just scared of it, like, I know she believes in it because she's witnessed it in that house multiple times. My mom is in a lot of these stories, so she's witnessed it, she just denies it because she's scared.
real.
That's all it is. And I'm over here like, "Yeah, I got ghost stories," and she's like,
Ghost
"Fuck
stories!
this."
I
Like
rebuke you.
yeah.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ.
This is why my mom, like, kicked me out at, like, young. But anyways,
Get the fuck out of my house, you demonic.
pretty much. But no, so, I ended up sleeping with her that night because I was really scared,
Shit, I
and
would have too.
she was clearly scared too because it just disappeared, like, we were both staring at it and, like, I don't know, like, I was, like, just staring into its eyes, like, I feel like there was nothing else that I, like, was drawn to except for its eyes, and it just fucking vanished, and I was like, "Holy shit. Mommy, I'm sleeping with you tonight because 'cause I'm
As you
scared."
should. As you should.
Yeah,
My
so
next one, honestly, is gonna be kind of like 3 in 1 because one of them's like an actual story and the other 2 are like little things that happened, and then I'll probably move past my grandmother's house because I can move on to other stories that I have. Because obviously, we don't have all of the time to just yap forever,
yap it up.
especially if we wanna include some of your stories.
Yeah.
Uh, but my dad, one of his biggest paranormal moments that he has told me about in this house was he was in high school, and he said that it was late at night, and he was laying in his bed, like, listening to music or something, I don't know, he was just hanging out or on the phone, I don't remember. Just chilling in his bed, and, he said that somebody came and started knocking on his bedroom door, and he was like, "Come in," because he just assumes it's my grandma, duh, and he was like, "Come in," and nobody came in the door, and he was like, "Okay, whatever, weird," but, you know how parents are. They'll
Yeah.
call your name and you're like, "What?" and then they don't respond, so
Yeah. Yeah.
he was just like, "Whatever, like, I don't care." So he just kept doing what he was doing. He said then a few seconds later, somebody started knocking on the door again. And he was like, "Come in." Nobody came in the door. And he was like, "What the fuck?" So then he gets up and he like opens the door. There's nobody out there. He was like, "Weird, whatever." Gets back in bed. Somebody starts knocking on the door again. And he was like, "Oh my God." He gets up, opens the door, nobody there. And so he's freaked the fuck out at this point, and he said he just got back in bed and then the knocking just all night long, just
Oh, I would have
on his door,
cried.
just all night,
Oh, no. No, no.
just beating on the door. Uh,
I would have cried.
yeah, that was the one that I was like, "Oh," because he didn't tell me that until I got older, and I was like, "Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually." Because this place gives me the heebie-jeebies. Uh, then there was this other time that my grandma's husband he got up in the middle of the night and I guess was like going to the kitchen to get him some water or something. And he swears on his life that when he walked into the kitchen, there was like a little like, a figure of a young, like, girl in this, like, old-timey nightgown with long dark hair.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, no, no.
And then another one that they always would tell me about was, like, everybody, like, my dad, my uncle, my grandma, like, they were all just hanging out in the living room at nighttime and just, like, started hearing growling, like, loud, like, the wall shaking, like, growls throughout the house.
Dude, that's like some Conjuring shit, dead
Yeah,
ass. That is
like like
scary.
dead
Oh my
ass, like,
god.
wall shaking, just, like, rumbling growl throughout the house, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, that's a demon for sure.
No, dead ass.
That's
Especially with
scary.
my grandma and that one mm-mm.
Oh, hell no. Hold on, I gotta I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking freezing. Like, oh
Oh,
my
my
god.
um, my uncle also did commit sewer slide in that house. So,
Well, uh, was he nice?
from what I know, yeah, he was a really, chill guy, so I mean, I don't think he was contributing to the demonic energy or anything, but, like, still a little eerie
Oh,
'cause
no,
he
for sure.
'cause he shot himself,
You know,
and I had a when my parents got divorced, my dad moved back in with my grandma, so every weekend I stayed there, and I had my own room there, and that was the room that they gave me, and I didn't know until I got older, but I always felt really weird in there, like, the vibes were just kinda weird, and I was always very scared, which obviously I don't think, my uncle was the
rude.
trigger warning, but I don't think it was hi I don't know. It's still weird. A little weird, like, "Oh, hey, my dad's uncle
Well,
put a shotgun in his mouth in this room, and now I, sleep in here."
so I keep shaking my fucking computer, but hell no, I would be so fucking mad.
Yeah,
What
kinda
the hell?
uncomfy.
Hell no, I would've been like, "So y'all just hate me, huh?
No,
Like,
for
you guys
real.
just hate me
Dead
because
ass.
I am a child, and
I'm
you're
telling you, that place
making
creeped
me
me
sleep in
out
there?
so bad.
No. I have a story kinda like that, but they're not related to me, so it's definitely not as depressing as yours. But that's for another time. I'm trying to go in order. I don't wanna I don't wanna skip because then I feel like my stories aren't gonna make sense.
Real.
You know what I mean? It literally all happened, like, in order
Mhm.
of my life.
Most of
But,
mine are random.
all of mine happened when I was, like, 12, 13. It all started, and it's never stopped, and it's my
Real.
fault, but it's okay.
Damn Ouija board.
I don't see how any of this would have started without it, so, I mean, it didn't work, but it worked in a way, I don't fucking know. God,
You
I won't
are
stop
Ellen.
moving. I need to sit still,
You're Ellen Hutter.
for real, to be fucking honest. Oh my god, okay, you know
You
what?
summoned Nosferatu, and now he's coming to collect.
Whoa. The ring light almost knocked me out.
She summoned Count Orlok, and now he's coming to collect.
Mm. You know, I wouldn't be too mad about it. I'm not gonna lie.
She said, "Shit." I mean,
Shit.
what if he
Like,
kills me though?
oh, then no, then it's war. And I'm going to war against demons. How? I don't fucking know.
As you should.
Gonna be like the crow type shit, but I'm gonna kill demons. That actually
Real.
would be a pretty badass movie.
It would.
Hmm. Anyways,
It's basically
okay.
the plot of Supernatural.
You know what? You you're right.
Kinda
Damn.
is.
They're gonna
Since,
be like, "You're just copying Supernatural."
yeah, since their mom died from the demon, and then,
Yeah.
their dad became a hunter to avenge her and started hunting demons to try to find that one demon that killed her.
So real. I would do that for you until the day I died.
Yeah, except fuck John Winchester, I hate that man. He sucked. He was a terrible dad.
I don't remember Supernatural too good. I just know I love Dean and I love Sam.
Yep, my
And I
pookies.
love,
Castillo?
Castile, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
I love so many characters in that show,
I need to
but
rewatch it.
yes, you do, even though it's a very long watch.
It is. But so is The Office, and I've seen that, like, 50 times, so
Honestly, real. It's not hard though. That show flies.
it does, it flies by so fast. It's fucking hilarious, but okay, anyways, ghost story. Alright, so back to, my friend Andrea that I had. I don't honestly don't know how, I think I was probably still 16, but, she came, she stayed the night at my house, and we honestly, I don't know how real, like, it was because we used an app on our phone or whatever, like, "Oh, ghost talk to ghost, ghost EMP app, blah, blah, blah,"
Mhm.
type of thing, they're stupid. I feel like they don't really work. They just say things that, like, kinda wanna to try to spook you out.
Right.
But it was very coincidental with what happened in the previous story.
Right.
So we were asking it questions, just kind of like, oh, how'd you die? How are you here? Blah, blah, blah. How old are stupid questions they fucking ask in the movies,
Mhm.
whatever. Well, it started just saying fire, 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 like over and over and over and over. So we were like, okay, you died in a fire, like, and then I was
Oh,
telling,
ew, stop. No, that's creepy. Not with what you just said about the burnt person.
yes. So I was like, well, are you the person that was outside my house? It didn't say anything, didn't say anything, nothing, wouldn't say anything of any of the other questions that we were asking it. And then all of a sudden it said Jennifer, which is my mom's name. And I was like,
Not Jennifer.
Jennifer, like what about Jennifer? Like, and it said mother. And I was like, so
Yeah, that's my mom.
Jennifer is my mother, okay. What about her? And then it just started repeating fire, fire, fire again. And I was like, are you trying to say like you are like the person that we saw outside with my mother? Like it's like I felt like that's what it was trying to
Mhm.
communicate with us, that like, yeah, I was the person you saw outside. Like
Ew, I just got chills.
they
That's so creepy.
dude, oh my god, I was like, "Fuck no. Delete these apps. I don't want this no more."
No, literally, I would be like, "Alright, that's enough. I'm throwing my phone away."
Yeah, I was scared. I was like, "You know what? Maybe
All I
this is
can
why my mom doesn't want me to fuck with this."
all I can think about right now, I'm so sorry, but all I can think about because you were like, "Fire, fire, fire," is that stupid fucking lizard, lizard, lizard. That's all I can think about right now.
Oh my god,
Do you know
that's
what I'm
so
talking
funny.
about?
Yes.
Lizard.
Oh lord. At least that makes the story a little bit
Uh,
less spooky because I
I
was
know.
getting the chills.
I was too. I was like,
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Man, like, I know these apps just fuck around and try to spook
mhm,
you, but that was a little bit too coincidental."
yeah,
It was kinda fucking freaky.
yeah.
I was like, "Oh."
Well, I guess I will start telling my own stories now. I have a few, I guess. Uh, uh, so my aunt, back to her, because she plays into this story. So whenever I was like 5, we moved into a new house. Like brand new build. All right, like nobody has lived in this house, nobody has died in this house, nothing. Like nothing weird. Okay? It's a brand new house and a brand new subdivision. And we have experienced nothing strange, nothing out of the ordinary. And then one day, my aunt comes to visit. One time. One time she comes to visit. And suddenly, things start to get fucking weird in my house. Like, we all start experiencing very weird shit in this house. Okay? I think one of the first experiences I had for sure was, I was laying in bed one night and I was probably 7, 8 at the time. I don't know. And I'm laying in bed trying to go to sleep. Obviously, I probably had school in the morning. And I feel the bed shake. Like, when when you jump on a bed or, like,
Yeah.
say you're sitting on a bed and somebody, like, plops down on the bed next to you. Like, it's a
Yeah.
distinct feeling. Like, the
Yeah.
bed like, you can feel the impact, and
Mhm.
then the bed, like, shakes, okay?
Oh, God, no.
It's a very distinct feeling. It's not like "Oh," like, I moved a little and the bed wiggled. No, like, it was like somebody jumped down onto the bed.
Oh, fuck
And the whole
no.
bed shook, and I was like,
Nerve.
"What the fuck?"
Nerve.
And I turned my lamp on the side of the bed, and I was like, "Okay, maybe one of my pictures fell off the wall or something," because I had, like, posters and pictures and stuff hanging above my bed, and I was like, "Maybe one of them fell off and fell on the bed." I also had cats at the time, so I thought, "Maybe my cat's in here, maybe my cat jumped on the bed," and it scared me. My cat was nowhere to be seen, my door was closed, there was no cat in my room, nothing. There was nothing there. And I think I slept with the light on for the rest of the night because I was terrified.
Dude, I wouldn't have even slept in the room. I would've went and slept in the living room or something like,
I was so
nah,
scared.
fuck that.
That was the scariest shit ever. And then my mom, she said that, used to my dad slept on the couch, like, 95% of the time because my dad snored so bad that him and my mom could not sleep in the same room together, so he almost always slept on the couch,
Oh, that's
and
funny.
and he would stay up late watching TV, and my mom would go to bed before him, and she said that all the time, like, this happened frequently when my dad would be out on the couch, she'd think, "Oh, he was coming to bed finally," because she would feel somebody lay down next to her in the bed, and then she'd roll over, and there was nobody there.
Mm. No, that kinda stuff freaks me out. I'm so glad that's never happened to me. Something coming into the bed with me?
Yes, no, it's
No,
ugh, I
no,
it mm-mm,
no. I've seen
no.
things stand over me in the bed. Now in the bed with no, I
I
would
hate that.
kill myself.
No, it was
Ugh.
rough. And then there was this one time when I was a teenager, and I think me and my mom did I know that, they say ghosts mess with technology and electricity and stuff, that, like, a lot of those things will malfunction when there is a spiritual presence near you, and I think we ended up reading up on it and also plumbing. So it was really interesting because one time my shower handle, I had one of those, not like the little twisty knob, like it turned, but it was like one
Yeah.
of those that's like a hand like a long handle that you turn,
Oh, yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
it was so loose that, like, I couldn't get it to stay on the right temperature. Like, it would either be way too hot or way too cold, like, it would not ever adjust properly because it was so loose, and so we finally
Yeah.
got somebody to come out and fix it. Somebody was gonna come take a look at it. Tell me why he gets there, and he was like, "There's nothing wrong with this." Like, it was not loose, it was tight as could be, secure in place. He said, "There is nothing wrong with this. What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Bitch, that thing was, like, falling off."
I'd have been like, "Are you gaslighting me right now?"
No, for
Like,
real. I was like, that thing was
hello?
falling off of there.
What the fuck? That's creepy.
Yeah, lights would flicker all the time. We had a lot of electrical problems.
The lights flickering gets me every time. I don't give a fuck how simple of an
Mhm.
act that is, it still catches you off guard so fucking bad.
Yes.
It's like, "Oh, okay. Shit. Hello."
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. I was like
So, uh, that's all I have to say about, that house. I don't really have any more, stories. All of my juicier stories that actually pertain to myself and my life are from this house. So,
like this one currently.
like, the really creepy shit, okay? So
Um, honestly, all the creepy shit that happened to me besides, like, those 2 things were pretty fucking scary. We're at my friend Andrea's house when I went and lived with her for a while. That that's when shit went down.
yeah.
Down. And there was multiple people to witness all of it. We were all like, "Okay, this is fun." But
This is
anyways,
fun.
I still have, one story in the house that I played the Ouija board in and fucked shit up, which is why I know that the spirit that I have follows me everywhere I go because every house that I have been at, and I've been at, like, at least 4 or 5 different places since that house, every time stuff has happened, and it's just minor stuff. It's none of it's really negative anymore unless I have negativity surrounding me,
Mhm.
then it does. But not really that much anymore. Or if I talk about it, like I said yesterday, a doll got thrown across the goddamn living room.
Yep.
And I saw a shadow run across the hallway once, and I thought it was my kid, but no, she was in the shower. The floor wasn't wet, so she didn't get out of the shower and
Oh, I
run
remember
across
you
the
telling me
hallway.
about that. Wasn't
Yeah.
that recently?
Recently, yeah,
Yeah, I
like
thought
a
so.
few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
remember you
"Oh."
telling me about that.
Yeah, it was weird. And I just got out of the shower, so I was like N nude
You were
on my
like, "No,
bed in my
thank you."
towel, and I was like, "No, no." Not trying to die naked. That's always I was just told Hannah, that's one of my biggest fears.
That's
And
my
so
mom's. That's my mom's too. She always says, "Hannah, if I die and I'm naked, please clothe me before the paramedics get there."
that's so me. Like,
Uh,
if I die in the shower, I slip in the tub, like, please get me dressed. And I don't want them to see me naked.
no, for real. Y'all don't need to be looking at my bits, my lady bits.
My bits. I'm done. Okay.
On to Hannah's next story.
All right. So this one is also with my friend Andrea. I swear to God, I don't know if it was me or her that had this energy. Maybe it was both of us that
Must
had negative
have.
energy attached to us because as soon as I met her, shit just got wild. I, I don't know.
Crazy.
But we also dug into it, you know? It didn't just happen to us because it happened. We were digging into
Seeking
it
it
to
out,
try to
actively seeking it out.
yeah, yeah. We thought we were 2 bad ghost hunters, to be honest.
Honestly, I tried to do that shit when I was in high school too, because I was obsessed with Sam and Colby. And I was like, I'm gonna go to abandoned places and look at all this creepy shit. And no,
Yep.
don't do it. Don't do that.
That was
Okay? Don't do that.
no. Uh, we we did that once, which is another story, but we got in trouble before we could really even get in, but so
Oh,
there
I
wasn't
did that.
really any ghost
Yeah.
stories, but
Yeah. Same. Except mine was I was dumb as hell in high school. Okay? I
so
did
was
some
I.
dumb shit
So did I.
because while we're briefly talking about going to look at abandoned places, creepy a bit, I got the bright fucking idea that I wanted to go explore this abandoned mental hospital in this
Oh,
town, like an
girl.
hour away from me.
We just watched Grave Encounters.
Yeah, yeah. Well, somebody watched it. I was disassociating the whole time, so I didn't really watch it. Um, But anywho, I was like, "Oh, I wanna go explore this abandoned mental hospital because that sounds fun, and it's late at night. Who am I gonna go with? Oh, this random man that I met on Tinder. I'm gonna go meet up with him because
Hannah.
he lived in the town that I was going to this mental hospital. Thankfully, okay, my friend went with me, so I was not alone. I
Girl.
was not alone, my friend went with me. But
Okay.
we went and picked this random ass man up. He was fine, okay? It was because he had a septum piercing, he had
I get that.
tattoos. You know, I was
I get
young, I
it.
was dumb, anyways, so we
I
went and picked this man
I get
up,
it.
and we're like, "Alright, we're gonna go to the abandoned mental hospital." So, just walked around this abandoned mental hospital with, this random man that I met on Tinder, and I don't think he spoke a word the whole time.
Oh, was he traumatized?
I
Or
don't know, he
like
just wasn't it was kinda creepy, actually, I was gonna say it wasn't that creepy, that place was so creepy. Like, there was some weird shit on the walls, and I don't know. But,
No. No,
yeah,
no,
no,
no.
he just didn't talk, I guess he was shy, I don't know.
He's like, "This is a fucking weird first date."
Yeah. It's probably why he flaked on me, like, every time after that, and then would constantly ghost me and then randomly start messaging me again, and then would ghost me
Honestly,
again.
if you took me on a date to an abandoned insane asylum, I would fall in love. I would be like,
Like, what?
is
Hello?
this is my woman."
It was
Like,
a perfect
hello.
date, okay?
Exactly.
Perfect date
That's
idea.
I love it. I'm jealous. We gotta do it now.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there actually is a place here that
There
is very well known for
well, there
having
was one that was more well known for being, like, really haunted, and it's in a town down further south from where I'm at in my state. It's like, the whole town in general is just notorious for being really haunted because it was, like, a big battlefield area, like, they have a
oh,
Civil
damn.
War museum and stuff there where they have, like, all the shit from the Civil War. So, it was a big battleground area, so lots of people have died there. Uh,
Yeah.
Very historic town.
Damn.
So it's very creepy, but they had this old, mental hospital there that I think was on an episode of, like, Ghost Adventures or something, honestly, actually.
Hey.
Uh,
I loved that shit when I was younger. That was
yeah.
my show.
I can't remember, though, if they demolished it finally or
Aw.
if they just fenced it off where nobody could go in because some lady did get murdered there, so or I
Oh.
don't think she got murdered there, but somebody dumped her body there, so then they had to close it off to where nobody could get in.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, so anyways,
Brutal.
not a ghost story, but,
Still spooky.
yeah, still a spooky story. Anyways, time for Hannah to finish the rest of her story since we, got a little off topic for a second.
Just a wee bit. Ooh, I'm fucking cold. Whew, freezing. Um, this one's not too long to be honest, but it was just another time that my mom witnessed it, I
Mhm.
guess. Not seeing it, but so well,
Oh, was
I
this the one you
wasn't
were telling? The one with you and
it,
your friend? You said y'all were doing
it
some
it wasn't. So since they're both really short, I'll do both. I'll do the one with
okay.
the friend first. Well, she was staying the night and we were in the living room, we were watching a movie, and my parents like, my mom worked random schedules. Sometimes she would work overnight, sometimes she would work really early in the morning, but my stepdad would do, like, 2 weeks at work, 1 week home. So he was
Mhm.
gone for or even longer if there was a fire, he would be gone for, like, months sometimes.
Did he work,
But
like, offshore or something?
he worked, like, 4 hours away from where we lived,
Oh, okay.
so and, like, Orange County or something, so he just stayed there because what the fuck's the point of him driving home
Mhm.
taking him 8 hours a day to drive, so he just stayed there, which was better for me. Shit, I didn't like him, so
Real.
the weeks he were gone were the best weeks ever.
I
And
bet.
he
I hated my
and
stepdad too, don't worry.
stepdads always fucking suck, man. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I swear to God. Anywho, um, so he was gone, my mom wasn't home, so we were just chilling, watching movies, and all of a sudden, like, you start to hear kinda, like, just very faint, like I wouldn't even say whisper, it more sounded kinda like a breath, like, just like a air, like,
Mhm.
in your ear type of thing, right? Like, we both heard it at the exact same time, so we both kinda looked at
Just
each other
like a little
yeah, yeah, and you felt it, like, we both got chills, so we were like, "Whoa," like, "Okay," like, "Did you feel that? Did you feel that?" "Yeah, yeah." And then all of a sudden, my dog, my baby buddy, I miss him, he was a black lab, and I had him till he was, like, 18 years old, and we had to put him
no.
down because he just could not go on
No.
anymore. Ugh. Anyways, uh, he was I don't even know how old he was, like, in this story, but anyways, he was looking down the hallway and the back of his hair and his neck and his butt and this dog does not growl, okay?
Mhm.
This is the sweetest fucking dog that I've ever had in my life. He didn't even growl at, like, animals, people come in, knocking at the door, he didn't bark, like, it was not him. He didn't like to do that. He just liked to cuddle and play, like, he was sweet.
Mhm.
He was angry, like, he was showing teeth, like, "Rrr," like, his fucking hair was sticking up, and he
Ugh.
was growling, and he was looking down the hallway, and we were like and it happened at, like, the second that we both felt that little chill, so I was, like, snapping at him, I was like, "Buddy, buddy, like, what are you doing?" And I went in front of him, and, like, he wouldn't even notice me, like, I was literally like, "Hey, hey, like, buddy, stop." And I shook him and like he snapped out of it, but he wouldn't even like me even being like, hello, like he was just like he
Animals
was
are very
pissed. It scared me, speaking of my cat,
yeah.
but it was
Valkyrie.
scary because I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you see that we don't? Because we felt it, but we didn't see it. Like whatever it was, he felt and saw that shit because he was mad and it was
Mhm.
scary. But, maybe, like, a week later, Andrea spent the night again, but my mom was home this time.
Mhm.
We were in my room, and we were playing on my, fuck, my goddamn GameCube. I don't know why I couldn't think of what it was. Super Smash Bros. On my GameCube, and late as fuck, we weren't supposed to be up that
Ancient
late.
relic.
Pretty much, yeah. We weren't supposed to be up that late, and my mom had already yelled at us once for being
Real.
loud because we kept yelling at each other on Smash Bros.
Real.
So we were trying to be quiet, and all of a sudden, like, just you hear like the pots and the pans in the kitchen like banging, and we go out there, and there's but my parents had, like, a little small little, like, office printer and, like, computer and stuff, like, in the corner of the hallway or well, living room, I'm sorry, not hallway. So, papers were, like, everywhere. The pots were out on the counter. There was mugs that were on the counter that were not there. My mom came out her room fucking screaming at
I
me and
bet.
Andrea. She was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Like, why are you banging shit at 3 in the fucking morning?" Like, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, "Dude, like, we were just in the room playing, like, I swear to God." And then she got mad that we were playing, well, whatever. But like, oh, I'm just like, "Girl, you really think we're gonna go out into the kitchen
And
just be
just
like,
throw
"Yeah,
pots and
bam,
pans
bam,
everywhere.
bam. Let's just throw fucking paper everywhere. Fuck it." Like, I know I was a troublesome kid, but
But
come on now.
damn. Come
That's
on.
just stupid. So, that was another time my mom witnessed it and just wanted to be in denial and blame me. I
Period.
was like, Whatever, girl. It's fine." I had
Oh,
to pick it all up, though. She was
completely
stupid.
unrelated to what we're talking about, but since your cat walked by a minute ago, I saw her and I think it's very funny that I said something about watching one of the Thor movies the other day, and you're like, "I don't think I've seen any of them," and your cat's name is Valkyrie.
You know, I I just named Valkyrie Valkyrie because I thought it meant, like, a strong, like, warrior woman,
I
you
mean,
know?
that checks out since that's
So
the kinda I don't know anything about. I'm just talking out my ass because somebody who knows anything about Vikings is probably gonna be like, actually, Hannah, blah, 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 blah."
I
Look, all I
know.
know is Marvel, okay? I just know Marvel.
But I was looking up strong female names for animals one day, and Valkyrie came up, and it said that it meant a strong, empowered female woman, and I was like, "You know what? That's my baby girl because when I
There's
got her, she was really
Pandy.
sick. There's my chubba boy. Oh, they're tripped out by my
Pandy.
mirror. They're looking at it. Look, oh my God, he is so scared by the mirror right now. He is like, "What the fuck is this? I've never seen my reflection."
Pandy. Oh,
Anyway,
I'm trying to think about my stories that I have. I guess I'll start on my ones from here.
do it.
Cause I have a few. Most of them are kinda short, actually. None of them are really, like, super in-depth.
Yeah, mine aren't
But,
really either.
um, I know really the first thing that I ever experienced here was me and Dylan whenever we first started dating. Like, I don't even know if we were, actually dating or not, or if we had just, like, started seeing each other. Um, but I was spending the night over here, and we were up super late, just hanging out, talking, drinking in the living room, and we were telling each other our personal paranormal experiences that we'd had in life and, how we were both very sensitive to these kinds of things. And like we're just sitting there talking about it and the vibe in the house just shifts
Hell no.
like
I know
so
what you mean.
drastically to the point that like all of a sudden like my chest is heavy, like my eyes are like water is like pulling up in my eyes like I'm about to start crying. Like my eyes start to feel like I'm about to cry, like my chest starts getting heavy, I get chills, and I'm just like the air just was so heavy.
Yeah,
And
strong.
we were both just like, what the fuck? And he was like, open the doors.
Well,
You open the doors, man. Like we open the doors. Like some doors can't be closed. So
it's very true. Once you open them, you're that's it.
but we just started talking about it and just the whole like everything like was normal and then the whole vibe in the house just completely shifted to just this heavy negative just awful like my chest was so tight like I
Hell
was about to
no.
start having a panic attack and it wasn't like oh I was just kind of like scared because we were talking about something spooky. No, like
No, no,
it was
no.
like a whole like just the
Yeah,
energy just went negative and we were
yeah.
like all right, I think it's time to go to bed. Eh.
How do you even go to bed after that? I would have been like,
No,
I'm
we went
scared.
to bed and Dylan wears a pendant on he wears a necklace every day. And I don't remember which saint it is on his necklace, like from the Catholic Church or whatever, but he wears it every day. And it's kind of like a protection thing. Well, that night we went to bed and I was freaked the fuck out. And he was like, here you go. I'll let you have this for the night.
Aw.
And I did
I
feel
think
much
that's so
better.
sweet.
I did feel much better after I put it on. But,
Aw.
yeah. So, that was really the first time anything I experienced anything here. Uh, but he's told me lots of stories. Like, one time, he said he was in bed. It was very late at night. He said it was probably, around 3 o'clock in the morning because Dylan's always been a night owl. He's always stayed up super late. And he was just laying in bed, getting ready to go to sleep. He was probably drinking on some whiskey or something in bed, playing
As
on his
always.
phone. That's what he does at night. And he said that he saw the light turn on in the hallway. And
Oh,
so he was like, his first instinct is, somebody's in my fucking house. Let me grab my gun. So he
smart man.
grabs a weapon, and then he said as soon as his feet hit the floor when he got out of bed, the light turns off. And he was like, "What the fuck?" And so he walks out the door and he's like checking every single room, whatever, doing making sure nobody's in the house. And then he goes to flip the light in the hallway and the light's busted. The light does not
Oh,
work.
I
The
want
light is out.
they
And
probably used so much energy to fucking turn it on that they broke that shit.
yeah, he was like, "Alright," and
That's crazy.
he said that there's a liquor wall, like a shelf just full of liquor in our den,
Mhm.
and he said that he just was like, "Alright, uh, if I'm going out, I'm not going out sober," so he said he went out to the den, and he grabbed a bottle off the shelf and just got back in bed and was like, "Alright, let's do this."
Dude, he's so real. He's so fucking funny.
But he's experienced so many things throughout his life because he grew up in this house basically. His grandparents lived here his whole life when he was
Oh,
growing
shit.
up. Yeah, this is grandparent. This house was built in like the 50s, maybe.
Damn.
Very old house. His dad grew up in this house. So yeah, it's an old house. Dylan spent a lot of time in it growing up, and he said he experienced lots of weird shit even back then,
Damn.
like rolling balls down the hallway, and then they would come back to him. So,
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
oh, or the time that his cousin used to live here before he did, and he said that his last straw, what made him move out of this house, was he took all the family pictures off the wall because he didn't want them on the wall. So he took all the family pictures off the wall. Woke up the next morning, they were all back up,
Yeah, I would've moved too.
and that's when he was like, "All right, I'm leaving." He said, "I'm done."
The ghosties are like, hold up, let's redecorate."
Which, honestly, you know what? I think it was just their grandma being like, "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing taking my family pictures down? Put them
No,
back
for
up right
real.
now," because
They're like,
she
"Hello."
did pass. I think they both passed away in this house, actually, his grandma and his grandpa.
Hmm.
So, you know, I think they're just hanging out.
Not gonna lie, I would feel so uncomfortable. Like, what if you're doing the dirty and
I have thought about that. I've thought about that before. But things get really active. Like if me and Dylan are going through a rough patch, like if me and Dylan are kind of beefing and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
arguing, it gets worse. Like
It feeds off
things will be
energy.
yes, things will be completely calm. And if we start like bickering, arguing, like things are tense, then things get tense in the house too.
Yep. I completely understand that. Is it my turn? Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
you can.
we've gone through an hour already.
Yeah, I know.
Sheesh. Alright,
I thought
I
this.
don't sorry, go
I
ahead.
thought we were somehow gonna make this like under an hour, but that's not possible for us. So
It's never possible, and
no,
we're pretty much staying on topic
yeah,
too, so, shit. Okay, well, I'll only say a few more. I don't really have that many more either, so
I don't either. And
I'll
then
just
we'll
say,
read
I
our
guess, the
others.
rest. Yeah,
Yeah, just go
okay,
ahead and tell the rest of yours in, like, a bundle, and then I'll do the same with mine, and
okay,
then we'll do the others.
okay, alright, well, I already told the one about my friend Andrea and my mom. Okay, so pretty much, like, before I didn't really get kicked out of my house when I was younger, I more left because I
Mhm.
got into a big fight with my stepdad, and my mom told me, "Well, you need to get out because pretty much I'm choosing him over you," and I was like, "Okay, bye," because I ain't staying there with that shit, no thanks.
Honestly.
So, I moved in with my friend Andrea, but, the day I was leaving, my mom had a best friend named Heather, and she was really, like, strong spiritually. Like,
Mhm.
she just felt things spiritually a lot deeper than, like, anybody that I think I've ever known in my life.
Yeah.
And, like,
Me
she
and
even
Dylan
was
are
the
both that
one.
way, so
Yeah. She was a really awesome person. Like, her and I had some deep conversations that, like, I've never even had, like, with my mother, because
yeah.
she was, like, so, like, she was
Closed
comforting that
off.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom was, yeah, very closed off, not wanting to talk, and Heather was like, "Come here, my child."
As she should. At least you had somebody to be
Yeah.
there for you.
She was sweet, but, she walks into the house and, we always went to her house. She had a nicer house, So, bigger everything. So, we were
Mhm.
like anytime we hung out, we're like, "Well, we're gonna go to her house." But one day she came to my house and she walks through the doors. It's the first time she had ever came to our house. And she was like, I'm not gonna step another foot in this house." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why?" Like, cause she was supposed to help me move. So my mom didn't wanna fucking help me. My stepdad was not gonna help me. She was supposed to help me get some of my stuff and move, and she's like, "I'm not stepping in this house." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why not?" And she's like, "There's so much negativity and bad energy in this house." She's like, "I'm not gonna step foot in this house and fuck up my like, my aura pretty much." And I was just like,
Basically, for real.
"Oh, like, it's that bad, huh?
That's
Shit."
how one of our friends is.
That's that's crazy. Like, she literally, like, she stepped 1 foot and she backed out. She's like, "No." And I was like, "Damn, Heather, okay. Good thing I'm leaving." But
Right.
it didn't help
No.
'cause
It followed with you.
it followed with me. So, this was all when, like, I was in, like, 9th, 10th grade or whatever, and then I got homeschooled because I moved down to where I live now with my friend Andrea and her boyfriend and, like, 2 other dudes, whatever. And they also had girlfriends that would come and visit every once in a while, besides the point. But it was a big house of people, you know? So there was always shit going on. There was just always people there. They always threw parties and shit. It was just always chaotic.
Mhm.
But one day, fucking finally, Andrea and I had alone time and we were like, you know what? Let's color. She was amazing at drawing. I was not. I just was coloring like a 5-year-old and she's over here doing this badass
Real, that's
art.
me. I can't color or draw or anything.
So I'm like, whatever. Well, all of a sudden, like all of the like the she had this cute little setup, like it's just a small little desk or whatever, and she had her computer on the one side. She's a big gamer, and then she had like this big old art fucking thing on the other side. So we were sitting at her desk, and she had like this picture that she drew of some Final Fantasy character. I don't know because I don't play it. She was obsessed, and it was like this big like canvas that she had drawn and like painted in or whatever. Well, it fell. So it just like fell down. We were like, okay, whatever. Probably just hung up weird. Hung it back up. We continued drawing. And then all of the fucking coloring shit just slaps off of the table. And we're like, okay,
You said, "Oh?
the fuck? Like, we're just
Okay."
trying to fucking hang out here. Um,
Mhm.
then, like I said, we were alone. And it was kind of the time that one of our roommates, Luis, was gonna come home. So there was somebody knocking on the door, and we were like, "All right, Luis is home. I'll go get it." Open it, nobody's there. I was like, "Ugh, okay, whatever." That was not the best neighborhood ever. So people did come and fuck around a lot, especially for some reason that house. I don't know what it was. That house got egged a few times. Like I that neighborhood was just fucked up. But anyways, so I'm like, it's just some stupid fucking asshole fucking with us. And it happened again.
Mhm.
Pretty much like you same thing with your dad. Like it just kept happening. Like we
Knocking.
would stand there and just knock, 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 look out the little small tiny peephole that's in the door. Nope, nobody there. And then boom, boom, boom. It's just like, what the fuck? And then she had a like this I don't know, it was like this pencil sharpener that was shaped, like, into, like, I don't know the name, but it was another Final Fantasy character, but it was just so cute. It's like the pencil sharpener was in its mouth, right?
Mhm.
You put it in its mouth, and it sharpened the pencils for you or whatever. Well, it flew down the hallway, and, the only reason I remember this is because it shattered, and she, like, broke down so dramatically. She was like, "No!" Like you would see in the movies, and then
That's so me. That would be me if this little Art the Clown, like, ceramic thing beside my desk ever broke. I'd have a mental breakdown.
She did, like, she was having a mental breakdown, and then the banging was happening on the door, and she was like, "I can't stand this fucking house." I'm just
Me.
like, "Girl." But, it's yeah, nothing really crazy happened in her house, but, like, it just was constantly, like, little things that would fuck with us. Like,
Right.
I was in the shower one time, and, of course, lived with all boys, so, yes, I locked that goddamn door. Ain't nobody coming in there with me. So, but the
Mhm.
lights would always fucking flicker. The temperature in the shower would go from your normal, shower to immediately just ice fucking cold in a
Hell no.
second. And then that's like when the lights would flick, like just stupid shit like that. Like little Paul is calling me. Anyways, uh, kind of distracted me.
I hope he's
We
okay.
he had I know. We had this fireplace, which is funny because where I live it's so fucking hot. You're never going to want a fire. I don't know why this place had a fireplace, but they were heavy alcoholics, okay? So they had like the entire thing just filled with liquor bottles that were empty because they wanted to showcase all of it. Well, oh, her man was so mad. So mad. One day we're all outside and we're smoking, and we didn't have any animals, okay? Like she had a cat, but the cat was an outdoor cat. Like that cat did not give a fuck about coming inside, didn't only came inside to eat and then it would leave. So it was not the cat that knocked it over, and that's all we had. But we're smoking outside, smoking cigarettes, just me, her, and her man, and all those fucking bottles got knocked down and broke. And oh my God, he was livid, livid. And Andrea was like, well, that's just our ghosty friend. And he's like, y'all need to stop with this paranormal bullshit. He's like, you don't know how many hundreds of dollars this is. And I'm just like, sir, it's empty cans. Chill. I get it. I know. I know how expensive alcohol is, but relax. But anyways, it was just little things like that. Things would get moved, things would get tossed over here. You would hear, hi, Valkyrie, like little things here and there. And then when I moved into this apartment, the things were not the best with me and the father of my child. We had a incredibly toxic relationship when we first moved into this house. So lots of bad energy was in this house. There have been multiple like shadows. I have heard like my ghostie did not does not like him. Okay.
Real.
It does not like him because anytime like I would get angry or upset, nothing would really happen. But if he would start yelling at me, it the energy
Shit would
would
start
shift
getting
in a
yeah.
fucking second. It was pretty wild. I was like, damn. But same thing here. Nothing. One time I did have a pretty odd experience, and I still to this day, I don't know if it was a dream or if it really happened.
I've had a lot of those
Um,
that I have this it's happened multiple times, and I don't know if it's sleep paralysis or if
yeah.
I'm dreaming or
Same.
if I'm like it's one of those where you're so, like, kind of in between, you
Yeah.
can't really tell. Because 'cause I've had
Yep.
several experiences at at my mom's house where she lives now, and then here where I would wake up, like, from my sleep, and there would be like, I could feel somebody standing over me, or, like,
Yep.
say I'd be looking towards the door would open, I'd like,
Yeah.
see a shadowy figure, and I'd just be laying there, like, completely paralyzed,
Like, you cannot move, yeah.
and then
Yeah,
I would
yep,
wake up, but, like, I'd be in the exact same position, like, looking in the same direction that I was in my sleep or in the
yeah,
dream, so
yes,
I could never differentiate if it was something that was actually happening if I was having, like, some kind of sleep paralysis
yep,
or if it was just, like, a weird dream, but it's happened multiple times, and it freaks me out every time.
yes, same. Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page because
Yeah.
I'm like, before I even start this, like, I don't even know if it's real or not, so
No, that happens to me all the time.
it's creepy. Like, there was, the one story I'm gonna tell now because there's been multiple times where, like, I've had my own body standing over and watching myself kind of sleep,
I've never
but
experienced
this
that.
I have it was very weird, multiple times, and every single time after that, I would have a nightmare. I don't know, it was weird, and the nightmare was the same thing, it was always my grandma, my little cousin, my aunt, and my mom and me. We're in a car, and we're driving up the mountain to my house, and we fell off the side of the mountain because it was super snowy, and my grandma, like, spinned out or whatever, and I witnessed all of them, like, die, but I was still alive. So, like, in the car, I'm just looking at everybody fucked up and dead while I'm just bleeding out, and that was literally my dream, like, constantly,
Just
like, every
recurring
night, like,
nightmare.
recurring. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, "Hello?" Anyways, that's not the story. But, no, one time like I said, I don't know if I was awake or if I was dreaming, but I was sleeping in my dream, or I was sleeping, I don't know, but I was laying in my bed and I was passed the fuck out. I wake up to everything, okay? Any sound you could breathe in front of me and I'm gonna wake up. It's
Right.
fucking annoying. But I woke up because I felt something staring at me. So I like, I look up, I look to the side, and there's just a man standing over me, but he looked
It's
like
getting cold in here.
well dressed. Like, he looked kinda like a well-dressed cowboy, He had boots, spurs on the boots, a nice belt buckle, cool, nice little top hat. He looked like one of those old Western guys that had money type of thing, you know?
Mhm.
And he just stood there, like, breathing, like, heavily, like
That's a really common story, actually.
it's very disturbing, and I was like, I don't know if it was real or if I dreamt it, because I immediately just shut my eyes and was like, "Nope, this is not real, it's not happening, it's not happening,"
They say
and
there's
then
a
I woke
ghost
up the
like
next morning.
they say there's a ghost like that at, like, the Stanley Hotel that The
Oh,
Shining's based off of, that one of
oh,
the rooms is haunted by a cowboy.
oh, shit. Real
Yeah.
wait, so the Shining Hotel's real?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's called
I
the
wanna
Stanley Hotel,
go.
it's in Colorado.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it's where
Dude, that's
Stephen
so
that's where
cool.
Stephen King stayed, and it inspired him to write The Shining because he stayed there and stayed in this one room and had a really fucking weird experience, and
Oh
he got
my
up in the
god.
middle of the night, went out on the balcony, and smoked a cigarette and started writing The Shining.
What a what a fucking legend.
Yeah, even though he's weird as fuck now.
Honestly, I know, like I said, when I say things about celebrities, y'all, sorry, I don't know fucking jack shit about
Yeah.
them. I'm sorry.
I
I
try not to
don't.
keep up with a lot of things, so I don't always know a lot of things, but I know there was that discourse recently about him on Twitter. 'Cause he
I
said
didn't see
something
it.
he made some weird comment about, like, the Epstein files being fake, and everybody was like, "Hmm, that sounds like something that was on the logs would say." And then
So
he doubled down on it because people were like, "That's weird." And so he doubled down and was like, "Y'all are a bunch of crybabies, yada, yada, yada." And I was like, "This is very out of the normal for you, sir."
what the fuck? I did not see that. Sometimes I am so ignorant online, like, I just, like,
That's
my
it's not a
timeline
bad
is
thing.
happy.
It's not a bad thing. That's honestly good.
Uh, I only got 1 story left, and it's nothing crazy. It's just when I tried to break into this hotel that was, like, very well known for well, it got shut down because there was too much activity and deaths that would happen spontaneously for no reason, people having heart attacks at, like, age 30 in the rooms and shit, so it happened constantly, like, I'll send you the article, like, it
Like a
crazy.
really famous hotel or
No, I mean,
'cause
I
there's a
don't think it's
few. I know there's a
I
few
honestly
really
don't
haunted
know.
hotels in California, like the
They
one that, Elisa Lam the one that she went missing at and ended up in the water tank.
oh, shit. You
That
know what? I
hotel
think I've heard of that, actually.
that hotel's notoriously haunted,
Notori
and then I think the Biltmore in there's one in California, that one's the one that, the Black Dahlia where she was killed at or
oh,
last seen at.
ew, well, what's that, fuck, it's in California too. I've been to Alcatraz, that
Mhm.
that insane asylum or whatever, right? And that's in the middle of the fucking
The
ocean on
prison
an island. Yeah, there you go, the prison. Been there, that
where
was
Al
really cool.
Capone was,
And, it's a ship. It's like a very well-known haunted
the
ship. It's
the
in
Queen Mary.
California.
The Queen
Yes.
Mary.
Yes, I've been there too, which is crazy because I went to those 2 places and I went to, like, somewhere else all within, like, a year with this guy that I dated, and then we split up. Crazy.
The
Anyways.
Queen Mary, I yeah. I know I've watched a lot of Queen Mary videos.
It was fun, but the energy is very heavy there. I will
Yeah.
admit, you do feel, and especially in certain rooms because, like, you can book rooms to stay in
Yeah,
and,
there's
like, stay
one room
in
there
the
that's,
haunted
like,
rooms.
supposed to be the most haunted.
Yeah, they don't even let you go in that one, like, it's
Yeah,
literally
that
blocked off.
one's I think they only book it out occasionally. I think they
Yeah.
occasionally book it out because, again, like I said, I was obsessed with Sam and Colby, uh, and they did several videos on the Queen Mary,
Yes.
and that was one of their biggest ones, and the only video that was, like, when they first started really getting into the paranormal stuff and switching up from going to abandoned places. And that's when their content started falling off because, at the beginning, I think that a lot of it was, like, legitimate,
Mhm.
but I feel like
Then it started.
I think they flubbed their content now and, like,
That
fake a bunch of
sucks.
shit. So
That's
but
lame.
yeah, but I think it did start off legit, and that was, like, one of their first really big paranormal videos that they did,
Yeah,
and that
damn.
video creeped me out so bad.
It it's a it's creepy there. Like, when
Mhm,
they're walking down the hallway of where the people would stay and where they have the room blocked off, oh my god, it's
mhm.
insane. Like, no, and then they have a pool area, and they don't have water in the pool, obviously, but you can, like, walk around it, and I don't know why, but the energy in that room was, like, intense.
Mhm.
Intense. But anyways, yeah. I don't really got anything else.
I
But I
think
did break into, that thing once, and then I triggered the alarm on accident trying to go into the building, so the cops got called on me, and I
oh,
was like,
no.
"No." And I didn't
No.
think that they would know who it was, but, I had the cops show up to my house a little bit later, and I'm
Oh,
like, "How the
no.
it's a
They must
real
have
it's a small, small town,
oh, okay.
small town.
That makes
So,
sense.
like, the cop that came to my house was actually a guy that, like, his son I had, like, a crush on, and then I found out his dad was a cop, and I was like, "You know
Never mind.
what? I don't really like you much anymore. Sorry."
No. I have a couple more that are, like, just not even, like, full stories, uh, just random weird things that have
Things
happened
that
here.
happen.
One, probably the creepiest one that's happened to me so far is one night I went and slept on the couch, I think because Dylan was snoring or something, I don't know what it was. I just know it was, like, 5 o'clock in the morning or, like, 4 o'clock. I don't know. It was very early in the morning. And I went to sleep on the couch, and at some point, I, like, rolled over and, like, barely opened my eyes, and I just see this man walk through from the kitchen to the living room and then down the hallway, and I thought, "Oh, Dylan got up to get something," and the door never opens or closes to the bedroom, so I was like, "What the fuck?" And I think I, like, got up to check, and there was nothing, nobody, and I was like, "Okay, alright." I had a really hard time going back to sleep after that. I was freaked smooth the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then there've been a couple of times where I've had things, like, randomly go missing, and they'll
Oh,
pop
that's the
back up
worst.
in the most random places ever.
That
Like, the
happens to me
most
a
out in the
lot.
open, obvious place ever. Like, one
Yep.
time, I had a pair of yoga pants I was looking for forever. I couldn't find them. I had looked, like, in the closet, I had searched through all the laundry, I had looked in the living like, everywhere I could possibly look, I had looked. And then one day, randomly, I'm walking through the living room, and they're just, like, draped over the back of the couch, and I was like,
Wait,
"The
what
fuck?"
the fuck?
I was like, "The fuck? What? That's really weird." Um, alright, alright. And then this other time, I have these, like, microfiber hair towels that I use when I get out of the shower, and one of them had been missing, I couldn't find it anywhere, and it had been missing forever. Alright, couldn't find it at all, and then I don't know if I had just gotten out of the shower or if I was just, like, doing stuff around the house, and I walked in the bedroom, and it was just in the middle of the bedroom floor, and I was like, "I've been looking for that for weeks,
You're like,
and now
"Oh."
it's just right there in the middle of the bedroom floor." And I think Dylan was gaming with his friend, and our computers used to be like, where I am now, like, this game room, it's right across the hall from the bedroom, but used to our computer setups used to be way out in the den.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I walk from the back of the house from the bedroom out to Dylan, who's playing with his friend, and I was like, it happened again." And
What did he
he was like, "Oh, you found your towel?" I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, it was in the middle of the bedroom floor." "Oh,
Is that the dog?
yeah."
All I hear is
I guess Dylan just got home because the dogs have run in here now.
Oh, I see.
Uh, yeah. Anyways, that scared me a little because I saw the door start to
I'm like
open. I was like,
you're like, "Oh, shit, not right now."
"Yeah,
Do you do you ever this is a very weird question, I guess, but do you ever, like, smell like okay, you know what, like, just rotting smells like, right? Like, if
yeah,
you have, like, a piece of chicken, you throw it in the fucking trash, and it sits for 2 days before you take the trash out, and it just
mhm,
smells like death.
yeah."
Do you ever randomly smell that,
No,
like,
thankfully, I
around
would
your house?
probably just
I am smelling it right now.
Is Luna
It
inside?
yes,
It might be her. She might just
but
stink.
I don't think so.
Is there
Luna,
something
come
stinky
here,
in the trash
baby.
can?
No, because I just took it out this morning.
Oh, well, I don't have an answer for you then on that one. Um, yeah, no. My dogs, though, sometimes I know there was one time I was on the couch watching TV, and I don't know, I might have been home alone, I don't know, but Tater, who
Jangling.
is now right beside me, she was sitting on the other couch, and suddenly she just, like, pops her head up, like, sits up and starts staring into the kitchen, and
Oh, hell
she's
no.
just like
That's so creepy. Uh-uh.
and just, like, keeps tilting her head and being, like, looking, trying to figure out, like, what is going on, and I was like, "That's it. I'm going. I'm getting up. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm turning all the lights on."
Yeah. I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, "Yeah. I think I need to go grocery shopping right now, like,
Yeah,
right now."
yeah. I think that's really all of mine, though. I don't really have, I probably have some other, like, little random things.
Yeah, I have a bunch of
Can you quit
god
sneezing into
damn.
my microphone?
God damn. Yeah,
Jingles.
I have a bunch of little ones, but, like, nothing that's like, "Whoa." Like, the
Mhm.
ones that I told before, you know? I
Yeah,
could sit there and tell you about shit moving all the time, cause yeah,
right.
it
Well,
does happen.
I guess we will, read off the few submissions that we got real quick before we,
Alright.
call it.
You want me to go for the first 2?
Uh,
That I pinned on Twitter?
yeah.
Okay.
Whose are
Alright.
you gonna read? And then I'll read the other 2, and then I'll read the one I have from Bria.
Slim and Sin Bears. I'll
Okay.
read them. Alright,
I would
so
just pick one of Sinbear's because I think he sent a few, and I
did
don't know
he?
if
Okay.
I think
Or
he sent
them.
3. Them.
I don't know their
I don't either.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Um
Uh, anyways, yeah, I would, probably just pick one, maybe kinda
Okay.
skim it and see.
Okay. Well, let me start off with Slim. Um, let's see. All right. So Slim said we had a house that was super, super old. And one time a friend and I went into the basement and shut off all the lights with the voice recorders. This actually reminded me of something I forgot to say. Um, and we were down there for a bit. trying to hear or see things, and after a while, a latch on a door slammed shut, and we both got so scared and sprinted out. Then the house I'm in now, brand new, my stepdad died here, so Taylor and my roommate, and I always hear footsteps. And we've had a few things get randomly pushed into the sink from the counter, and we all turn around like, "What the fuck?" It's crazy. Like, they always just sit there and just fuck with you,
Yes.
like, in the most annoying ways. Like, "Why are you moving my coffee mug? Why are you taking my fucking" like, I don't know, like, sometimes, like Hannah said, like, pieces of clothing will go missing. Like,
Yes,
my
it
bra
makes me
will
so
go
mad.
missing, and it won't be anywhere. It won't be
Like,
under the
give me
bed,
my shit
won't be
back.
for real. It's like, "Hello? What do you need with that? You can't
Exactly.
even use it.
You
You are
don't
a
need my
spirit."
pants. You you don't need my hair towel.
They said, "Yeah, the fuck we do."
I would read the second one. I kinda skimmed them. I think the second one's the best one.
Ooh. Okay, okay. The one about the mirror?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, so Sin Bears, these are also always these are Twitter, imp
DMs.
yeah. I can't even think of what the fuck I'm trying to say right
Twitter
now.
DMs.
Alright, so growing up, my mom bought a large mirror at an auction. It's like a 3 by 6 with weird brass flowering things around the border. After she brought it home, my brother and I started to experience weird things. Bro, this is like Oculus. Fuck that. No.
Yeah, that movie's
No.
creepy.
Oh, fuck no. Uh, Late at night, you could hear footsteps up the stairs when everybody was sleeping. You could hear small children whispering and giggling in the basement of our room. Nope. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Nope.
absolutely not, no.
Uh, One night, on the redo. One night, stuff on a bench a few feet outside of the room started to get moved. Jar of screws was tipped over in the cabinet, and then more giggling and whispering.
Mm-mm.
He
I'm reading along
freaked
with you.
out. He freaked out and crawled out into the bed with me. It was a long night of what the hell is happening on the other side of the door. As life went on, my mom said that there was an entity who went by Frank in the house. Frank,
Okay.
wow. Frank would open the
Alright, Frank.
doors to the Get it, Frank. Frank would open doors to the bathroom while you're in it, wander around the house. My brother had a girlfriend sleeping over one night, and she woke up to see Frank staring at her with
Mm.
cold black eyes and telling her to get out.
She must have
Oh!
some bad energy for real.
Oh my god. Hell no. Anyways, both me and my brother and her left that night and tried but failed to convince my mom that Frank was bad and not a good thing to have around. My mom didn't listen. It wasn't long after this that my mom was diagnosed with MS. Her condition would deteriorate over the next 6 or so years until she passed away due to a seizure. I'm sorry,
Aw,
friend.
that's so
I'm
sad. I'm
sorry.
sorry.
After she passed away, Dad witnessed something staring back at him outside the window, which was evil and definitely not human at any point. It is believed by our family that it was Frank, and he accomplished what he came to do. Jesus fuck.
That's dark. I'm sorry for your loss, but also that's so scary.
Holy shit. I'm like, oh, I got chills. I was already fucking freezing, but I am like,
Really low. Alright.
goodness.
I have one
Now,
from
are you doing Damien?
yeah, I have one from, Damien, um, at DBW Podcast, our Pookie. Uh,
Baby boo.
so he said, "Okay, so ghost stories. This is a personal favorite to tell people. I was sleeping in my bed one night, and it was probably my fault. My feet were hanging out at the bed, but I felt something grab my foot. I jolted awake in a cold sweat. Nothing there, no head, no body, nothing. I was scared out of my body. Till this day, I have no idea what grabbed my foot that night."
Bruh, that's like the fucking Conjuring 2,
Oh
when that
god.
little girl keeps getting fucked with by that old man and he keeps pulling her out of her
Yes.
bed. Oh, no, 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 no.
Uh-uh.
No, no,
No.
no.
I
You
would
know,
also I would like to
cry.
say I did not read any of these beforehand because I didn't wanna spoil myself. I wanted to read these and give
Same
my
here.
actual reaction, so I have not read any of these yet.
Same.
Alright, this one is from Rainmaker.
We love rain.
And they said, "I have a few ghostly encounters. So, my mom lived in this little house in Nova Scotia, and every time I'd visit, something would happen. I've seen shadows walking past doorways, I've heard strange noises. My at the time girlfriend came with me, and one night she woke up screaming because she swore something grabbed her arm. Another time during that visit, I was talking to my mom, and as she was falling asleep, she said, 'Is that girlfriend's name behind you?' And I looked
Oh,
behind
well,
me
no.
and no one was there. The creepiest thing that happened, though, was there was this big wardrobe next to the bed I was sleeping in, like the like the freaking Conjuring, and I swear I heard nasally whispering coming from inside, just kinda muttering. I tried to listen close, but I couldn't make out specific words. Then my mom's cats, who never make noise, started yelling and hissing in the other room. I walked over there and there was nothing there, but they were on high alert. Freaked me out so much that I came back and the whispering stopped. So yeah, that house ain't right.
Hell no. No. Not that is that your girlfriend behind you, bro. I would've been like, "What?
You're like, "What are
Huh?"
you talking about?" I should have done that to you
Oh,
during the
no.
episode, been like, "Who's behind you?"
Bro, hell no. If you fuck with me like that at the house when you come over, I'm gonna cry.
Uh.
'Cause watch some shit actually happen.
Okay, we have one more, and it's from Bria. I think this is the last one. I do you have any other ones? Because I think
No, nobody
okay,
DM'd me. Nobody
okay.
likes me.
I have one from Bria. Um, she said, "So my first apartment I moved into, my mom, dad, nurse helpers, and I all kept seeing these phantom images of a young boy, a teenage-looking daughter, and a mother running all over the place. Plus, in my room, there was an AC vent that had black ooze stuff that kept growing up to the ceiling out of it. Ew. That sounds disgusting. Every time anyone went into my room, it was noticeably, like, measurably colder than anywhere else in the apartment. We had AC people come
Mhm.
out, contractors try to replace it entirely as well. Nothing stopped the ooze stuff from growing or fixed the temperature change in there. Turned out it was the location of a family that had been slain by the father who'd tried to hide the remains in the large vent space after disassembly. Needless to say, I moved out like ASAP once we learned. Immediately after, was able to sleep a lot better and stopped having nightmares every night.
Oh my god.
That's
Damn. We're like, "Oh,
I think we
shit."
saved the best one for last. 'Cause what?
Fuck.
The fuck?
Goddamn.
No, absolutely not.
That's like
Black
some
ooze?
a medieval horror shit right there.
Literally.
That's scary as
So,
hell.
I'm
No
sorry, what was that
thanks.
though? Can you repeat that for me?
No. A medieval Amityville?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, like, my brain's so beautiful, isn't it?
Me and Hannah just work on her,
My
pron
speech.
yeah, we work on her speech.
Pronunciation, y'all probably think I am so dumb, and this is not an excuse, but, I was homeschooled my entire high school year except for 1 year, and I fucked off during homeschooling, so I got the brain of a ninth grader pretty much,
Basically, yeah. That's okay.
unfortunately.
It's okay, queen. Our, podcast time is just speech therapy for Hannah.
Honestly, yeah, it is, and it helps a lot.
We learn new words. I teach Hannah new words.
Yes, she actually really does, and I'm grateful for it because there's a lot of words I can't enunciate, and I'm like, "Anna."
You're like, help me, please? What's that word again?" Well, guys,
Oh, man.
that was our ghost stories.
Yeah,
I'm sure we will, both start to experience some weird things by
I'm
the end of the
already
day.
waiting. Yeah,
So,
waiting
yeah.
for it at this point.
Yeah, me too. Dylan's gonna be so happy
Mm.
with me. I
Or
told him what
I'm telling you, I'm gonna laugh if you come over and it's just batshit crazy because our ghosties are like
working together.
Epic. Let's fuck these bitches up.
They're gonna
Scare
work
them.
together.
I know. Uh,
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed, our time by the campfire.
we were in the fog by the campfire eating s'mores.
Yep. Uh, Feel free to DM us some more ghost stories and just for funsies so we can read them because I find them very interesting.
Me too. Oh my god. Now I really wanna go read some, like, scary stories.
Just go
I
get
don't
the
know.
scary
I'm just
stories
in the
to tell in the
mood.
dark book.
For real. For real.
Or watch the movie.
You know what? I did kinda like the movie. It was okay. It was
I
okay.
didn't hate it.
It was okay. I think I
Not as
rated
good
it,
as
like,
the books,
3
but
stars. Yeah. I think that's why I was so judgmental. I was like, "The books are so much fucking better."
I know they're
But
so much
I
creepier.
shouldn't be like
I think
that.
it was PG-13, so it makes sense.
Boo.
PG-13 horror movies usually are.
Yeah. They're whatever. I love our
They're okay.
face. We're like
Eh,
Oh, man. I have not sit still this entire episode. I'm
I haven't
sorry.
either. I've been spinning in my chair this entire time.
Same. Well, alright, guys. Thank you for, listening to our stories. We don't know what we're doing next week. You know what? It'll be a surprise. We'll figure it out.
No idea. I did have an idea. I had an idea, but I don't know how it would work.
What is it?
I smacked myself in the
Oh, you
face.
just got slapped by the
The worm.
you know.
The worm. No, I was like I mean, we've done several movies, we've done some random stuff, and I was like, "We need to work a TV like a short TV series in here at some point." But I was like, "We could watch the Scream TV show together and talk about it, but I don't really know how that would work."
How long is it?
It's 2 seasons, and I think they're, like, 10 episodes apiece, so I don't really know, like, how we would do it, like
I mean, we could make it a two-part thing and do season 1, 1 episode, season 2, the next episode.
that is true, but, like, what would the? Because I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out since we do our watch parties every week, I don't know how we would
Like mm, that's true. I don't really
which,
know
I
either.
mean, they're 30-minute episodes, so maybe we could watch let me see how many episodes are in the 1st season. Because 'cause I'm like, maybe we could do, like, an episode a day or something.
Yeah, and, like, whoever wants to join can just watch with us type of
Mhm.
thing. Cause could be
I think
fun.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see, how many episodes? Says there's 30 in total, so I think there's probably 10 in each season. Yeah, there's 10 in season 1 and 10 in season 2, it looks like. So and those are the only 2 seasons that matter because the 3rd one is nothing like the first 2, and I refuse to watch it.
That's what everybody says. Everyone's like, "Yeah, once they got the rights to the actual ghost face, it kinda sucked."
It
I was
did.
like, "Oh, that sucks."
So, I don't know, maybe we could do, like how long are the episodes? Because 'Cause I'm like, maybe we could do 2, but if they're, like, an hour, we should probably only do, like, 1.
Hopefully they're probably like 45 minutes, or they could be an hour, I don't know, actually. I only watched 2 episodes and then I stopped.
Oh my gosh, I don't care about the Google browser. It says 42 to 45 minutes, so,
I kinda figured that much.
maybe we
'Cause
could I don't know. I really don't know how we would make that work.
I don't know either. It sounds fun, we just probably I feel like we probably wouldn't be able to have a watch party. That or we just watch a fucking Scream movie, I don't know.
Yeah, or we could do maybe we could, like, watch an episode or 2 with everyone and then kinda separately do the rest of it, like, watch an episode a day together or something. I don't know. I really have no idea how that would work. Like,
I
it
don't
sounds
either,
like a
but
fun
I
idea, but
I know, like,
I don't know the best way to execute it without just
Well,
not making an episode for, like, a week. Like, that's the
we'll
only thing I
figure
could think of, is, like, if we didn't record 1 week, like, we skipped a week of recording and we just,
to
like,
be able to
watched the
finish it.
show, yeah, like, spent the week watching the show and then record the next week, I don't know.
We could do that, and then we could make it a two-part episode where we talk
Mhm.
about, like, season 1 and then season 2.
Yeah.
Or we could do I feel like if we did it all in one episode, it would be way too long.
Yeah, we could do, like, an episode a day and then record just, like, probably have to miss a week
Yeah. Okay.
or it just be delayed,
Yeah.
and
No,
then
I'm cool with that.
'cause it's 10 episodes, so that'd be 10 days. So, like, if we started on Monday, then that would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
Monday,
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, and then we would
Wednesday,
still be able to record on the Thursday.
Thursday. Period. Okay. That works with me.
Yeah, we could do that. Just skip that Thursday and not record 1 week. Be like, "Sorry, no episode this week. We're watching a whole TV show. Bear with us."
No, I like that. That sounds fun.
Mhm. And then record the episode, and then we would do, I guess, take the weekend off, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we could do that.
Sounds good to me.
I think that's the only way we would be able to make that work,
Yeah.
especially if we wanna, like, actually watch it with people, because we could watch it in Discord still, and then if somebody wants to pop in, like, they can pop in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I like it. I like the idea.
Yeah. Alright, so screen TV series. Up next, we're gonna review the show, unless we, because I don't wanna do, like, an episode a week. That
Oh,
sounds
no. Yeah.
we'd be too eager to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I would wanna see it because I already wanted to continue it, the 2 episodes I watched, and I was
Yeah,
like, "No, I need to wait for my wife, I promised."
yeah. So, we'll do that. We'll, do an episode a day for, like, a week, and then we'll record our episode.
Sounds good.
Yeah!
See y'all, I don't even know, okay?
See you
See
the next
y'all
time. I guess that'll be, in 2 weeks.
see y'all in
So
2
so
weeks.
no episode next week. We'll just make up for it with a whole season's worth of, an episode.
So buckle the fuck up
Yeah.
because
Buckle up. We're ready.
Alright, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who inputted a story. I really
Yes.
appreciate y'all doing that. That was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Like, really cool.
I loved reading them.
Yeah.
We love including you guys in any
Yes.
way that we can. So we always try to
Yes.
find little things that we can work in to
Yes.
get participation out of you guys. It's fun. So,
It's so fun.
and we love when you guys actually do it, because
I
it
know.
makes
It
us
makes me
feel
so
special.
happy. It does. It does. I'm like,
We're like,
"Oh, they
"Oh,
love
you
us."
wanna engage with us and our content?" That's so
Yep.
nice.
Uh, alright. Well, thank you guys for your support always. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dropping by the Clown Cafe.
Yes. We will see you guys when we see you.
We'll see you in a few weeks. You
Yeah, see
don't
you
miss
in,
us
like,
too
2
much.
weeks. We love you guys.
Love you, mean it.
Have the best time ever.